everyone. I'm going to make a gentle start and hopefully people gradually will come back. So my name is Fany. I work with sound for a number of years. But I'm not just working with sound, I'm working also with holistic therapy. I'm a massage therapist. And actually, maybe I use this moment. I offer treatments, and I have found that I first work on the body physically. I open all the meridians physically, and then when I play a little bit of sound, usually about 5 minutes, the sound goes really through you and reaches everywhere, so the feedback has been amazing. So if you have time, come along and book up a treatment. Yeah, today and tomorrow. And thank you for Kizzy for inviting me. Yes. So in every religion, when they talk about how the world has started, it's always with sound. And the first thing that we hear in our mother womb, it's her heartbeat. So sound has a very deep link to our being. Even people when they're not lucky enough to be deaf or they have any sight loss, they actually still can see through the body with vibration. And I think Giles spoke this morning, for those that heard it, quite a bit about frequency and vibration. So I'm gonna add to it. Come in. So when we work with sound, at the moment it's very popular, really. Everywhere you go, there are sound baths. People all offer all different sounds. And it's really fascinating because you actually don't need to do anything when you're receiving it. You just lay down and with your intention and the intention of the person that it's producing the sound, you can generate really shifts in the body where there's any blocks or anything. So I wanted, because our session is half talking, half demonstration, because there is a lot of talks and you sit down a fair bit. So hopefully we can tune in together and yes. I'll talk a little bit more until people come. Yeah. So I use instruments from around the world. I come from Bulgaria, so my vocal medicine it's from Bulgaria. And I think this is one of, when we talk about sound healing, one of the strongest instruments that we all have, it's our voice. Yeah. So when we sing, we do connect with ourselves and also with others. When we work on ourselves, ideally we work with practices that can awaken our vagus nerve, which is the longest nerve in the body, comes from back of the shoulder all the way down, and actually it's the only nerve that it's passed through every organ. So that's why in Chinese medicine, when we work with like with sound, or they always we always try to activate that vagus nerve. And this vagus nerve, once it's activated, it actually activates the inner healer, your inner doctor, because we're all sovereign beings and we can heal ourselves. We don't need anybody else. Sometimes it's good to, like in places like that, it's incredible. We have people like Karen that get us together to exchange information. But ideally, naturally, the nature has created us that we can heal ourselves on our own, just with the world around us and with what we already is embedded in us with our DNA when we are born. So you have the knowledge inside, but because of electricity, social norms, and I'm not going to go deeper into that, but we're actually, when we are little children, we forget all this information and then we need to relearn it again. That's why some people say that actually even we all spoke one same language all around the world, and we were able to communicate all together because that language was predominantly sounds. And now, even I bet that if some of you have that block and they're like, oh, I grew up here and I can't understand any other language, if I send you somewhere else, like in Peru, Bulgaria, or in Africa, if you stay there for 3 months and nobody speaks to you in English, I bet you're going to be fluent speaker with the local language, and you will know how to find your food and everything else, isn't it? It is like that. And actually, I had really amazing singer once. I did a workshop, and she was saying that because now my English it's with an accent, so your ear needs to adapt to what I'm saying. So the sound waves that I'm producing, they're coming to you, and initially you're like, oh, what's she saying? What's that word? But once you tune in with my accent, you feel the rhythm of my language, yes, of my accent, and everybody speaks. We all speak different accents of different languages. And the most amazing thing is this accent, it's somebody's normal speaking. So that's why when they say when you try a new language, or you even try to imitate sounds, like earlier when we have a song, you don't know the words, but if you try to imitate those words, you're actually, somebody somewhere in the world out there speaks like this. And I'm an example right now. So I think we are getting together now nicely. Lovely. Okay. So I say I actually have a whole hour, yes?
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's exciting. Wonderful. So I'm using instruments that, my main instruments are shamanic based practice, which the only thing with the shamanism, there is a lot of talking about what is shamanism right now, but in the old days in tribal societies, the shaman was the doctor. Yes, so simple as that. And that's why I actually feel that nowadays, because we're trying to tune in with that inner healer, with that inner doctor, we're trying to tune in with the inner shaman, yes? And we're doing this so going back to what I said about the vagus nerve, we can activate the vagus nerve with 3 main things, with others as well, but predominantly with tapping. Is anybody speaking about EFT this weekend? No, so maybe I can do a little bit of that. Emotional freedom technique, which is based on Chinese medicine acupressure points. And, or you do shaking. So in Hawaii, they start their days with 5-10 minutes shaking in the morning, because energetically you can shift and start your day with clear energy. And tapping, shaking, and chanting. Yes, chanting, creating sounds, long sounds, so long vibrations. And I think it's not because chanting, of course, depends of your religion. We can believe in the power of the deities when people chant mantras, but I think chants and mantras, they're all over the world. People are using sounds and songs that are repetitive, and this help us to create longer sounds, and this get us into that state that we are going to talk now, where you're actually in that inner harmony, inner silence, and you don't feel like you need anything, and you're creating that inner peace within. So moving along, so we're gonna do that in a bed together, if of course you're happy. I hope you are.
Yes, we are.
And just a bit for the instruments. So this is a didgeridoo and a few other bits, flutes, and shamanic drums. So our brain has brain waves, and lately science, they found out a lot about how sound is affecting us. A lot of conditions are healed with sound. That's why people go to those sound baths. Any inflammation in the body can be affected positively by sound. And any disease that we all have, because all the disease, cancer, Alzheimer, diabetes, all those diseases, they are actually inflammations in some organ in the body. And they are triggered by something. It could be many things, subconscious, our beliefs, or our environment, our diet. Could be a lot of things. But once that's triggered, I don't want to go too far away. Okay, coming back. I do actually work on the Isle of Wight with 4 charities, organizations, and I go around. I'm based on the Isle of Wight, so I go around and I deliver sessions for people that have all those diseases. And even if you listen the word, if you hear the word this is, yes, disease, it's actually this is. Somebody spoke this. It's, you're not being at ease, yes. But in generally, they actually say that we all have these cells in us, and when something like that comes, it's more, we need to look at it as the teacher, as everybody that we meet in our life journey. This is our teacher, and our teacher in that point is telling us, look at how you're living, look at yourself, your diet, your relationships, what have you left for the generations afterwards. Because in tribal society, when they do ritual ceremony, when they do celebration, when they do anything that it's happening, like planting a tree or something, the intention, it was always that we do something for 7 generations after us. So at the moment, a lot of people were very, on the other hand, it's a bit controversial because we are looking too much into ourselves as well. So look into yourself, but look into yourself more to, be in tune with everything around you, with nature, with the food that you're eating, with the people that you're meeting. But after that, we're beings that need to give and receive. So we're receiving, healing ourselves, and then we're a role model for everything around. And because when we talk about sound and vibration, even the smallest electron in the body is vibrating so fast that we're gonna do an exercise that I'm gonna actually show you this. Hopefully you'll see it with your own eyes, because people will like to see, touch, feel things. And once we vibrate, we can actually generate that frequency and vibration, what we are about with everybody else. So brain waves. In the morning we wake up in alpha brain waves, and they're really incredible, because in that state you can manifest what you want to see in your life. You can bring up more creativity, you can bring up your inner healer that I was talking about. So usually before bed or in the morning, before bed you can do that with breath work, and in the morning you're naturally into that state. And I hope I can bring you to that state in a moment through sound and my voice. And then we go into our normal day, and we move into beta. We start breathing into the chest. We're like, if we're in London, we're like, like I need to go there, I need to be there, and like, yes. I'm sometimes like this, but I feel in myself that I'm excited about the day, and I'm excited about life. So I don't feel that I'm in anxiety state mode, but I hope I can teach you that you can go from one to another. Because if you have the inner peace inside, outside you can be crazy, you can be wild. Yes? And then if you go to a yoga class or breathwork class, you go into, we call it theta brain waves. And if you go to a shamanic journey that some of you might experience today as well, we go into a delta brain waves. So this with the brain waves is just to give you a little idea that we are not static beings, everything is changing. So even in Chinese medicine, when you do all the exercises, there is always everything moves in a spiral, yes? So depending on how you feel today, because you're gonna hear a lot of people talking, and I love talking, as you can hear. but I love doing things as well.
Yes.
So let's be talking and doing.
Yes.
So if you feel like you can stay sitting, if you feel like you can come standing like me, yes? So feel comfortable to do whatever you feel like. Just, or you can move in between. So let's tune in without physical body a little bit. So we're gonna take a deep breath. And we breathe out. So we try to breathe out with long as possible. So we breathe in and we guide our hands out. So just for a moment, notice your posture. Do you have your feet hip width apart? Plant your feet nice in the ground. Tuck your tailbone in, soft knees, nice and straight spine, breathing in. And breathe out. So we're gonna bring the arms up and gonna come onto the crown. Gonna start with some EFT, emotional freedom technique. So I'm using, usually when I do demonstrations, just the main points. But some people, they actually study this deeply, and you can do therapy, emotional therapy with it, and it has a profound effect. But even a little bit works. So just coming around the head, come back on the top of the temple here, on the top of the neck. And on the face, we're going to go on the eyebrows from inside out. Give yourself a deep breath. And breathe out. And just follow the eyebrows all the way around. When you come under the eyes, you can close your eyes for a moment. And let's invite, everybody invites their personal intention for today, for this moment. What do you need right here, right now in your life? Something simple. Just breathe out in. And when we breathe out, let's invite, sighing out, a gentle release. Coming under the nose and under the lower lip. So I'm just gonna, because this is half presentation, half demonstration, we're gonna come back onto the cheeks. And this actually has a really very simple physical explanation why this point works here. Because if you go to a chiropractor, they usually have the skeleton. So if you imagine a skeleton of the human body without the flesh, actually here, those points, they inwards, they go exactly in the middle of the skeleton, and inside they reach that point of the pineal gland, where all our hormones are produced. So all the hormones connected with our emotions, so it could be positive, negative, anything. So when we do practices like this, we're actually activating that pineal gland to produce happy hormones and hormones that are releasing any tension in the body, and we're inviting the body to produce hormones of relaxation. Okay, let's go down. So quite often we have blocks in our throat chakra. So we're just gonna glide down. And here, because when we speak about sound, we can receive sound like me giving it to you. But actually you're a sound healer walking around. Your voice, your songs, your any communication with the people around you, you're sound healing everybody around and yourself. So let's invite, just for a moment, place your hands on your throat, close your eyes, and just together invite that intention and a little blessing that we bring healing to our throat chakra, to our throat, so we can bring out our voice, bring out our sound, for healing, for clear communication, for deeper relationships. So in a way we can become our authentic self, we can tune in with our authentic voice. Give yourself a deep breath and just visualize a blue light coming onto your throat. Gently open the eyes, we're going to slide the hands down and bringing the palm like this, we're going to tap onto our collarbone, which is that bone here. And then we're going to make fingertips, or if you like this what we're doing, make a fist and we're going to tap. So we're trying to reach all the points here. If you bite your elbow, there is a little crease, and if you press that crease, it should be like slightly tender or very tender. Yes? If it's tender, you're on the right place.
Oh.
Yes. So we can do both at the same time, or you can do one and then the other, depending on your arm, bendability. And we can start the morning with this as well. It's a long meridian 1 starting point, and it's very good for boosting immune system. And we're gonna come down like this. So here on the chest, it's amazing. The human body is amazing. We're incredible. How nature has created us, isn't it? It's fascinating.
It's fascinating.
Yes, it's a blessing to be a human, really.
It is a blessing.
So a lot of points here. If you come, so collarbone, and then you slide your hand down, and here you have another tender point. Yes. Yeah. So those points. Yes. They're actually good for. Here it's where the kidney meridian starts and travels like this and then goes behind. Yes, and like that. So that's why it's good to tap this on as well. And now we're going to tune in with our voice and feel that vibration for ourselves. Let's invite the sound ah. Beautiful. Let's come onto the heart. Let's pump some blood into the heart center. And coming down onto the rib cage. And here we are reaching the side of the rib cage. I have sometimes when I work with our wise elders, they're like, Fany, I can't feel my rib cage. Because actually the human body is really amazing. Hello. You need to come. What time is your session? Tomorrow at 10 o'clock, please be here. It's magic happening on the land.
Yes. Can I also recommend Fanny's massages? Incredible. Yes.
Thank you. So this is actually here, we're tapping.
This is Fanny. We're not massaging your Fanny. This is okay.
Sorry.
I have a very strong marketing point there, I know.
Sorry for the weekend, sir.
So the side points is the spleen meridian, and when you tap up and down, if you love your coffee, yes, this is actually with the point that sometimes you can skip it, yeah? Because I find interesting in life, we get addicted to many things. Loving ourselves, having too much sugar, chocolate at night, coffee in the morning, and you have certain routine. I like my coffee like this. I drink my tea like that, yes? So actually to create, to develop, to move on, we need to sometimes challenge ourselves with uncomfortable things.
Yes.
Things that we don't like, sounds that we don't like. And I do this quite often, so I love my coffee, but I have found that if I tap this point, I feel like I had my coffee, like today.
Yes,
This is giving me so much energy. You're driving for a few hours and you're like, I can't drive anymore. And just tap, like you're in the traffic. Honestly. And you just do this and suddenly you're like, okay, I'm with it. I can do this. Yes? until the coffee break. No, that was a joke. That was a joke. Okay, wonderful. So from here we're gonna give some love to the kidneys.
Oh, yeah.
So we know where they are.
Oh.
Give them some love. Give them. So because we are tapping, we're gonna lean forward and we're gonna tap. You can reach actually all the way. If you lean quite a lot, you can go all the way up to your shoulder blade. And I always say here, kidneys, I love you.
Yes.
Thank you for everything you do for me. And like we are bent forward, we're gonna go even more forward down by tapping outside of the legs. If we can, we reach the big toe and come inwards of the legs, just covering all those meridians. Yeah? Let's go. Let's do this few times. And because you've been so amazing, we're gonna give ourselves a clap.
Yeah.
And we're gonna tap like chop, chop, chop underneath. Yes. And we're coming all the way under, armpits, and up. So here we're gonna do this again. And next time we go down, we're gonna try to slide the tapping all the way going to the middle finger. Yes, let's go. You're amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful.
Feels
Now,
so nice.
it feels good.
Feels so nice.
Yes, actually, let's follow you, and you're gonna come. We keep a lot of tension on the shoulders, so making a fist.
Ooh.
Go on your neck here, up and down. This is beautiful, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
And then you go down onto the pinky. Good. Okay, more pain. Sorry. We make. You know how children do this. So we bring the hand like that. If you're gonna make a fox, and there is a little. Yes, and this is all-rounder, we call it.
Yes, all-rounder.
If you want to stop smoking, if you have a headache, migraine,
Yes.
yes. So we press that point. You feel tender again? Yes, pain?
Yeah.
Wonderful, good. So I know I have this from my acupuncturist, my amazing teacher, Tai Chi master. He's always like, pain is good. Okay, so we turn the palm, and we're gonna come here. So this is my wrist, and you press gently there. We don't have to have pain here, and we press gently, yes. Okay, and then we slide our thumb all the way up. Here it's my elbow. Just very gently here, little circles. Wonderful. And then we move that arm the other way. We have our elbow, and we just go under.
Oh, funny.
It's
Right in
under. And then we go over. Let's go over as well. Is over more tender.
Yeah. Really interesting.
Wonderful. So now, because we haven't done something, we haven't looked at each other this morning, yes? We're actually going to relax our hands down, relax your hands down, arms I mean, and look around everybody. Can you see any, I want the arms down, but you need to look at everybody's arms. Can you see anything?
Look at everyone's arm.
Can you see, yes, can you see that everybody has one arm longer than the other?
Oh, yeah.
Can you see it? And you can actually say who has worked on which arm by, yes. So this is the proof that earlier I was talking about, that we are all energetic beings, yes? Because we are not static, we are not yeah. Shall we go back to normal? Yeah? Or shall we go like yes? Because I think there is the wrong impression out there that the energy body is inside of us. Actually, the physical body is in the energy body. So that's why it's cool. That's another mission to talk about. But in the life school, we need to teach our children and ourselves and each other. We need to work first on the energy body and what energetically we want to achieve and what we want to happen. And then physically everything will just start happening, yes? Let's go back to what we were. So just give yourself a big clap. And go under the armpit and up, sliding down all the way to the middle finger, and then up again, armpit. Let's give that. And notice here is one shoulder, one side a little bit more tender than the other. Sometimes depends how we sleep.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're going all the way down by the pinky. So these points we actually all rounder, we have them on both hands and on the feet as well. So we press here. This could be very painful. Yeah, sometimes. Yes.
Is that an indication if it's more painful then there's more to work on?
Usually my Tai Chi master, he says if it's painful, need working. But I think it's always painful, that's why. Or maybe I always need working on. I'm just a human like you. Okay, we're gonna turn to the palm and we're coming, so wrists and on the outside. So all those points that we do on the arm, they're actually, some of them follow the lung meridian and the other to the heart. I don't know, I know this from another Tai Chi teacher, but I don't know if the sequence matter to have the effect with the arm. Okay, bringing that up. So elbow is bent here, so we go gently. We don't actually need to press this super strong, yes? And then we bring the elbow and we come under and over. So over it's 2 fingers up. And relax your hands and let's look around. Am I normal again? Yes?
Yes, yes.
Yeah! Okay. So we're gonna go in Hawaii.
Oh.
Let's have one that's Hawaii. Because the sun is coming. The sun is shining. Okay, shaking hands, wrists, elbows, shoulders. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. So whatever happened with this weekend, we want you to walk out of here rejuvenated. We want you to have inspiration for all the life coming ahead, joy.
Yes.
That's the thing that it's more sure in life that we're all gonna go, yes? So let's enjoy every moment, every second, every minute. Yes. And shaking your hips. Good. And knees. You need to shake her. Good. And coming into stillness, we breathe in. So we've done tapping, we've done shaking. Now we're going to do some sounds together. And then I'm going to do my own. Because it's very easy sometimes just to receive, isn't it?
Yes, you are.
Yes, yes. So when we our body actually, when we hear sounds, we receive those sounds, our bones, cartilage and tissue respond to it differently, yes? So when we do this now, I want you to, just for yourself notice, depend how much sound you make. Can you feel it, where you feel it in the body, yes?
Yeah.
So notice your posture, and we're gonna start with the lungs. So we're gonna bring our hands onto the lungs, and here we are going to imagine that we are a white crane. So let's bring the arms to the side, and that's our wings. We have the white crane, and when we breathe out, we bring the arms forward, and then in, breathing in, and the sound is S or Z. So breathing in, we done the in, and now the out. And again, breathing in. Let's do Z. If not, Kundalini will rise too much. So I do a lot of this. That's why my exhalation might be longer than yours, but just follow your own. So you breathe in. your hands on the lungs. Just close your eyes for a moment. Notice your posture. And let's invite a white light and the bird song coming onto the lungs, bringing healing and the releasing of any energetic inflammation. Usually in Chinese medicine it's storing grief and loss. And we open our eyes. We're gonna bring the hands all the way down. Glide them down. Good. Let's go to the kidneys. So here, we did say the kidney meridian goes all the way down to the knee and then coming back up. But we're going to visualize it. We're not going to go to the knees. Yes, we're just bringing the hands down. And then bring the arms behind, gliding them under the armpits, all the way around the head, and coming in front. Good. And we're going to do the sound true, S-H, lots of O's. So this time we're going to do the same, but we're going to whisper it. So we're going to feel more the vibration of the sound. So we become like the wind. Beautiful. Bringing the hands onto the kidneys, closing the eyes and visualizing green light. The kidneys, they do so much for us. Let's invite that healing, loving light into the kidneys for release and rejuvenation. And then gently we open the eyes. We're bringing the arms up. We're going to come onto the heart. So we all have a lot to fix with the heart, or we don't, if we learn how to let go. So this is a good way to let go. So we're gonna become a bear that swims in a pond. Yes? A big heavy bear. And the sound is H-A, ha. And actually it's really beautiful because when you come to the heart, when we push down, imagine energetically that everything that has brought pain to your heart, any loss, anything, we can actually leaving it behind, yes, in the past. Oh, beautiful, yes, breathing in. Let's do one more time. We're going to do the same, but just for vibration. So we're going to whisper it, and this is almost like you're making a spell. Yes. So breathing in. Tuning in with the inner shaman. Beautiful. Bringing those beautiful hands of yours on the top of the heart. Give yourself a gentle rub. Closing the eyes and visualize the colors of red, orange, purple, coming from the cosmos and bringing that unconditional love, healing into our heart center. Forgiveness, kindness, understanding. So start from there. Let's generate more love into the heart. And perhaps together, just for this session, we can tune in more from the mind into the heart and generate the wisdom of it to bring us connection and healing. and laugh. When we feel ready, we open our eyes and we glide the hands down. So we're going to become a willow tree. And that willow tree follows the liver meridian. We breathe in from the sides, like this. And when you come into the center, you become the willow tree. And you take your branches down into the river. And then you turn the other side, breathing in. And coming into the center, turning the body and breathing out. So here the sound is shu. So we breathe in, come into the center, shu. Take a deep breath, the other side. Let's try the same but whispering. So you're slightly restricting your throat and you're making the sound of the sea waves. Good, bringing the hands on your right and my right. So yes, go on your right. So it's right ribs just under, here onto the side. And closing the eyes. And visualizing blue, dark blue light coming. Our liver has 500 function. It's one of probably of the most active organ in the body. Detoxing, releasing. So in Chinese medicine, this is where we have a lot of inflammation from our emotions, anger, frustration, anxiety. It always goes through the liver. So give it some love right now. Imagine all this releasing. You're ready to create new space in the body. And gently open the eyes. And we're breathing in, and we're going to swim in the pond. So just bringing your hands like this, flat, and invite the sensation of urine in the water. It can be in the ocean, river, lake, and just you feel the density of water under your skin. Can be playing with it a little bit. You're making these water trails. And let's start making like circles or infinity sign, figure of 8, anything that you feel in tuning. And here we're going to work the sounds for the stomach, spleen, and pancreas. So at the moment, a lot is being talked about how our health is affected by the gut. So that's why it's good to tune in with good diet. And so let's bring that energetic release to our intestines. And the sound is H-O, ho. So breathing in. Let's do it as whispering, just vibration. Give yourself a deep breath. Putting a spell on you. And just feeling that tingling into your hands. I'm gonna bring it from the water onto our left side. Your left side, my left side. Closing the eyes and inviting a golden light coming from the cosmos, bringing that healing, loving energy into our stomach, spleen, pancreas. And when you feel ready, we gently open the eyes. We are going to scoop some positive energy from the earth. And we're going to work with the triple warmer meridian, which is the one that connects all the organs. Again, so I'm visualizing purple light coming and washing off all your body. And here the sound we're going to do is 3. So breathing in. 3. Let's do it just with vibration. Once you reach your belly, place your thumbs on your belly button and your hands on the belly, and just give yourself a deep breath. Feel how your belly expands, and then you breathe out. Soften your shoulders, soften your neck, your jaw, your face. And perhaps if you feel like it, if your balance is good, you can, with your eyes closed, just sway side to side, visualizing that you're a bamboo swaying on the breeze. And noticing your inner space that you have created. And let's gently making our ways back to being comfortable sitting and still keeping to that space.
Like at 10 minutes, we started late, but just 10 minutes.
Oh, I overdid it.
It's very good though, Fanny.
So we do 15? Okay. Well, it breaks into the lunch, so yeah, I should say, yeah, people need to leave early, yeah, do 15.
Is everybody happy we do 15?
Yes.
I think we've earned it actually.
I think we've earned it. We've earned it, Fanny. Give us 5 minutes more.
Yeah, 5 minutes more,
I
please.
forgot to look at the timing, I'm really
I
sorry.
didn't want to interrupt you because
No,
we were in the flow.
we're in
Yeah.
Fanny flow.
Okay, so just closing the eyes. And visualizing still that purple light coming from the cosmos. Bringing your body, energy body or physical body healing. And just feeling the earth beneath, the sky above. Imagine yourself in the most beautiful place you have ever been. Your sacred safe space. Somewhere where you can be exactly who you are. And just breathe. Hiera maya hasi, maraya takioa, elora canta iso, manta kienta tunda yama. Oh no, no, Maya, Maya, Gently coming back to the natural rhythm of your breath. And just notice how the body feels. And together invite deep gratitude for everything that we have in our lives. The sky above, the earth below, all Mother Earth creation in between, rivers, oceans, trees and forests, mountains and deserts. Sending gratitude and loving thought for all the people that are part of our journey. And with your next inhalation, just bringing your palms together onto the top of the heart. Invite gratitude for who you are and to remind yourself how amazing, beautiful being you are. Magic. There is just one of you in the whole universe. And the way how you generate your thoughts and your vibrations, you're generating these thoughts and vibrations to everything and everybody you go and you reach, everywhere you go. So just inviting that more kindness, more positive thoughts into our being. And let's together bring our palms up and just sending our prayer for peace, which is really needed right here, right now in the world. Bringing the palms together in front of the heart. Let's bring our intention for peace within and peace around. For our beautiful Mother Earth. Just sending out an Om, which is the universal healing sound of all. Give yourself a deep breath. Give yourself a gentle smile, being amused of who you are and what we are about. And when you open your eyes, look around. Let's give gratitude to each other for coming here together, to Karen for bringing us here, to the sound, our beautiful brother there helping me, and to Giles opening today, and to all of you, of course, turning up and committing to yourself and to each other, yes? Thank you so much. Be blessed, walking beauty,